Hey everybody, Anna K. Morris here with a quick coaching video for you. If you've watched my videos, you know that last week I was super sick. I'm shooting this on Saturday, so I finally turned the corner and I'm no longer sick in bed with a stomach bug. And I even mustered up the energy to go to a friend's wedding last night, which was so much fun. And I'm so glad that I did. And just to tell the whole story, because this is a story about partnership. And that's what I'm coaching about right now. Yesterday, I was still not really well in the morning and really concerned about whether or not I was going to be able to go to the wedding. And Derek has been so excited, and I knew that he didn't want to go alone. And so I really wanted to go. I mean, I wanted to go because I love my friends and I wanted to go, but I especially wanted to go because I knew how much it meant to him. And we already hadn't booked our room in time, so we weren't staying at the location. And so there was a big disappointment on that front. And it just things just hadn't been working out. And so for me to then not go to the wedding, I knew not only would I have been sad, would have disappointed the couple, but it would have really devastated Derek. So we're talking about how this can all work. And, the wedding was from 4 to 9:30. So not very late, but it's an hour and a half away. So we have a long drive home. And I was a little worried that I wouldn't make it that long, right? That I wouldn't feel well enough to go 5.5 hours, in a really social environment when I haven't been out of bed for 5 days. So we're talking, and I can feel that we're starting to negotiate about, well, what if we go and then I'm not feeling well and then we have to leave early and and then I don't want you to be mad at me, and can you get a ride home with somebody? What can we do? And it just I could feel, if you've ever been in a relationship, I think you'll know what I'm talking about, where you're just kind of in this loop and you're not really getting anywhere. And you're also not really speaking to the what's actually so about what's happening. And so it took me a minute. Usually a pause and a deep breath help. And so I did that, and I realized, wait a minute, Dee, we're not talking about how can both of us win, right? So, I built a career in sales. I'm also the daughter of the head negotiator for the Airline Pilots Association. So my dad, is the most exquisite negotiator ever. And so I learned from the best. And the one thing that I know about negotiation is that you want both parties to leave feeling like they've won. And not just in negotiation, in life. I want to walk away from every interaction with a person with both of us feeling like we've won. That includes with my kids, right? Even if I'm not giving the cookie or whatever, there's a way to get to us all, both me and Jack, my 3-year-old, feeling like we've won. Okay, so how does that happen? So I tell Derek, I'm like, you know what? I really think we both need to win here. And there's a fundamental thing that's missing. And he was like, okay, what's missing? And he's kind of tired of the conversation. We both are. And I was like, all I really need is to know that you're going to make sure I'm okay at this wedding. And then if I'm not okay, you're going to take care of me. And all you really need to know is that I'm going to make sure to take care of you. And I'm going to make sure that you have a great time. And the time and the details and all of that is not the point. If I know that you're going to make sure I'm okay and you're going to help take care of me, because I feel really tender right now, then I can go. No problem. No questions asked. And I know that you will have a great time when I'm committed to you having a great time. And that's it. And that's what I'm going for. And man, did it get solved like that. We got dressed. I brought a pair of heels that I knew I would not last in. I brought another pair of flats that I changed into an hour later. We danced our asses off. I turned the corner somewhere like hours before we left, which was a miracle. I felt amazing. I ate beef tenderloin and mac and cheese and like all the, like I hadn't eaten in 5 days. I just stuffed my face. It was so good. The food was so good. The couple is so amazing, Megan and Lennon. I love you guys. Our block is so great. We live on like the coolest block with the best of friends. Like it was just the absolute, there were like donkeys there were alpacas. It's like crazy. And it was so fun. Like we never really got off the dance floor. A few times, and I just like would go and sit over in the corner by myself and watch everybody and like take a few minutes and like regroup myself and like get my energy back and then go back out and be with everybody. And I just did what I needed to do, and so did Derek, and we left when it ended at 9:30, and we drove home and slept in our own bed and saw our kids in the morning. And like it just can actually be that simple when you realize that in a partnership, if you can think about the other person winning and they think about you winning, then it really is very, very simple. And I know that you'll argue with me perhaps and say, well, no, but this and that and whatever. Like, I don't know your exact situation, but I know that every time I approach something that's challenging and say, well, wait a minute, why don't I just put myself in the other person's shoes and help them to win? And if they're going to do the same for me, then we're just going to get through this with flying colors, and it's going to feel so good. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. And it's exactly what I love helping people do. So if you haven't signed up for my newsletter, I would love to have you sign up for my newsletter or subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can do so right here. You can grab my newsletter at annakmorris.com. I have a free, my top 10 favorite journal prompts. If you're interested in journaling, that would be a fun thing to grab. But I send out a weekly newsletter with some of my favorite coaching tips. So I hope this helps you, and I will see you tomorrow. I'm so happy that I don't feel sick anymore. It's like a whole new lease on life. I even drank coffee today. So anyway, I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow.